What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Antonius the Gamer here. Now, if you click this video, you know why we're here. And yes, I was inspired by Maximilian Dude's Rate the Super series that he helped make popular. But out of respect for him, I don't want to do a one for one. I don't want to do the gamers rate the super. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit, even though we still will be rating and ranking. And I'll be calling my series Grade the Super. So instead of assigning a number out of 10, right? 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 4 out of 10, it's going to be very simple. It's going to You're going to get either an A, a B, a C, a D, or an F. And of course, I'll explain why I assign those grades. I mean, it gets it similar to like a ranking system if you want to put it in that way. But I figured no better game to start this series off with than Naruto Ultimate Ninja 3. Now, this is one of the games that I grew up with. I remember this being one of the games that I owned when I was in, I'd say, early high school. And I wanted to initially start with Ultimate Ninja 1 and 2, but my memory, because I don't really remember these supers all that much, was that a lot of those supers were very repetitive, right? So Naruto, for example, I remember him doing like a tadpole summon, and then he would do a bullfrog summon, and then he summoned Gamabunta. And it's just like, I'm not going to cover those ultimates because I would be giving the tadpole and the bullfrog an F and an F, right? It's just very simple stuff. It's almost like a setup ultimate. So Ultimate Ninja 3, I remember kind of being more of like a greatest hits, no pun intended, where it took some of the best ultimates from the previous games while also adding new ones. So with that being said, let's waste no more time, people, and get right to it. Grading the super.
Shuttle Jutsu! Naruto! Uzumaki Barrage!
I'd give that like a C. Like it's not that much going on visually, but I think it does what it sets out to do. Of like, when you see something, you're like, I see what you were going for. It wasn't the most spectacular of presentations, but I've also seen far worse. So I'm gonna give that one a C.
Summoning Jutsu!
I'll take it.
Gamabunta.
Code blade cut.
Now, speaking of that, I'll give that also. No, I'm gonna give that one a D. I'm gonna give that one a D. It's a whole lot of nothing going on. I mean, he summons Gamabunta. He does like a very underwhelming toe blade cut. It's just you're not getting any sense of scale. Like if you were to watch the series and you realize how big that frog is, you don't feel it in that ultimate. It feels very basic. But I laugh because going back to my earlier example, in the previous games, that would be the finishing ultimate. It would be the tadpole, the bullfrog, Gamabunta, right? So just a buildup of underwhelming ultimates, and that one is no different.
Here goes nothing.
This one gives a little bit of scale. The funny thing about this, I remember seeing this, and of course, you're like deep into the Google and the forums and trying to figure things out. And I was like, man, that's the fourth Hokage, and he's in Naruto's Ultimate, and he has blonde hair and blue eyes, and he's probably Naruto's dad. He was one of like the worst kept secrets in this series. I'd probably give that Ultimate a C. It's another one where it's like I see what you were trying to do, like the inclusion of putting in the fourth Hokage into the Ultimate, but it's kind of like a blink and you miss it. Of like if you didn't know and you weren't really into the series, there's nothing there visually to grab you. I gotta give that one a D. It might have been an F. The only reason why I'm giving it a D is because I feel like the buildup was amazing, right? I think the effects, the pooling of the Nine Tails chakra as he's like channeling it is awesome, but the payoff was horrific. One simple uppercut, you don't even see the impact. There's no like, I don't know, enemy reaction that kind of gives you that feeling like, wow, he just got rocked. Especially because I'm pretty sure that's in homage to when Naruto uppercutted Neji. And if you watch that, Neji got his chin tucked in with that special, and I just did not feel it with that. So we're gonna give that one a D.
Concentrate, concentrate, concentrate! Rasengan! Nailed it!
I'm gonna give that one a B. I think it does a lot of things well. It pays homage to how Naruto learned the Rasengan, right? Of trying to figure out how to concentrate chakra into his palm. You get that build up, and I think the payoff is good. It's not something where it gets to the over the top ultimates that we would get in later games, but it's like a straightforward. This is his attack. You see, it expands as the enemy flies back, and then eventually hits the rock and leaves an impact, kind of like what he did to Kabuto. I think they did what they needed to do with that special. So I'm gonna give that one a B.
Here I go! Away! I'm the best!
I'm gonna give that one a D. And I'm gonna tell you why. So obviously it's a variation of the first ultimate. And I'm guessing because the Rasengan turned red, that means he mixed it with Nine Tails chakra. Not that I would know that, because literally it turns red, grabs it, hits them, goes flying. It's like one of those things where it's like, yeah, you checked off the basic requirements. You filled out your name. You spoke about the subject, but I'm not getting anything here. This is a nothing burger. So I'm gonna give that one a D.
I'm counting on you!
Combined transformation!
How about this?
Now, when you want to talk about scale, that's talking about scale, all right? The setup, the homage to the scene in the anime, him turning into the Nine Tails, and then just the wind up, and again going for the overkill. I got to give that one an A. That is cinema. Okay, we're getting there.
Here I go! Naruto's Ninja Handbook! Hi! I'm just getting started! This is the end! Yes!
Still a C. I know, to show my age, we're out of the era of the C minus and C plus, or I guess technically C minus C then C plus. I wish I could still do that, because I probably put it as a C plus. It's better than his first ultimate, which is basically almost like a 1-for-1 of what we just saw, but not that much better, right? So it's like it's not quite a B by any means, but it ain't, it's not worse than the first one. So I'd say a C plus. I'm gonna give that one a B. I think it's cool. Again, build up wise. I think the problem with a lot of Naruto specials in this game is that the elements of what makes them good is there. Of like, okay, there's the color and a lot going on, and the references are almost like a 1-for-1. But then like the impact is just missing that like something where it's like, yeah, he hits them with the Rasengan. It turns into like a nuke, pretty much. He even gets the pose at the end, but it just, it just feels, again, a little bit by the numbers, but it gets a little point for like the razzle dazzle. So yeah, I'm gonna give that one a B. B plus, I guess. A B.
Here goes!
Right!
The dual Rasengan. That one I will give. I'm gonna give it an A on that group project. I think him and Jiraiya did what they needed to do. The mentor and the people Rasengan. All right, I grew up on Dragon Ball Z. I'm a sucker for Gohan and Goku finishing off Cell of the Cell games. Anything that kind of pulls from that in a cinematic way, I'm here for it. Even just the dash that they take simultaneously. It's a good tag team ultimate for sure. An A.
Don't underestimate the green beast! Ultimate!
Oh, and Cyber Connect 2 used to do what if characters. Ah, the days. I'm gonna give, I guess, Rock or Taijutsu Naruto's Ultimate a B plus. Right. I think it's obviously paying homage to him training under Guy in this, what if scenario. And even like the sparkling tears at the end, it's like, yeah, this would have been Naruto if Guy had been his teacher instead of Kakashi. Right? I think they nailed it in terms of an ultimate, and it hits its comedic notes, although it's simple. So B I guess B plus for us old heads.
Here I go! Lights out! Lion's barrage!
Boy, I'm gonna give that one a C. It's fine. It's it's a carryover from to shoot at some grace. It's a carryover from the first couple of games, but it is as basic can get. It's checks off the notes of like being a reference to the anime, but there's not much more to it than that. So I'm gonna get that one a C.
Wrong!
I'm gonna give that one an F. I think because again, this is 3 years when they started to pick out some of the I guess better looking ultimates from the previous games. That particular ultimate, if I remember correctly, it's like again, it's the early ultimates used to be like a step by step sequencing, like they used to build up to something. So it just feels weird of like you see the shot of Itachi. Sasuke says wrong. It's like, what's wrong? I don't understand. Like if you know, but it's like at a glance you're like, huh? And then he throws a shuriken and then kicks them. Yeah, my boy, you failed. All right, that's an F.
I am an Avenger! Fire style! Phoenix Flower Jutsu!
And he went from F to A plus. Oh man, just the shot alone of him standing, hitting the opponent with fire, moving behind them, grabbing their arms, just the shot of the curse mark creeping up his face. And of course, they couldn't show it for real, because this is a game that you wanted to put in the hands of a middle schooler. But he breaks those arms. Those impact frames are arms being snapped. So A1 reference, A1 depiction, that is an A plus for sure.
Now! Chidori!
I'm gonna give that one a C. I think, what did I give Naruto's Rasengan a B? But I think Naruto's Rasengan does a little bit more because there is that environmental buildup of, like I said, he's slamming into the opponent goes spiraling into a rock, right? Their momentum is stopped by something super dense. Whereas with the Chidori, it's like, yeah, again, reference, but it's just Chidori. There's nothing that like gives you that ultimate impact. It's cool, but not saying much.
It's got me in a good mood. Chidori! I will never lose.
Another C. It's C plus, right? I think just the ground effect of him dragging the Chidori on the floor, him lifting the opponent up. It's cool. It's cool. Again, I just feel like they weren't doing anything that was just like, whoa, with the Chidori. At this point, just like, all right, we get it. It's a lightning knife. I can follow.
Fire style, flame flower. Your history.
All right. Simple. Yes. Not much to it. Yes. But the aura, though. Sasuke landing in the destruction in flames after having just obliterated you with a gigantic fireball. Oh, man. I'm probably going to have to give that one an A. An A. Again, simple and straight to the point, but much better than a lot of his other simple and straight to the points.
I can see your every move. Falcon drop.
Now you know he did. A plus, A plus plus plus. It's everything. It's the Sharingan involving mid ultimate. It's the stopping the opponent's momentum with a single punch and then proceeding to hit them so hard that they juggle. I remember being kind of annoyed in high school watching this because technically that was a combo Naruto did to Sasuke, but Sasuke got the ultimate, but the ending that he used on Orochimaru in the Forest of Death of like, bro, you are not, unless you have some top tier escape techniques, you are not coming back from that. It is over. So A plus plus.
Yeah. Chidori.
It's a, what did I give Naruto's one? A B? It's a B. If anything, I'd actually say it's a little worse than Naruto's, only because I just feel like the colors that were happening in Naruto's Ultimate just were like a little bit more visually appealing. I know it's a nitpick, but it's a 1 for 1. It's like it's Sasuke's version of what Naruto did, which again is accurate. I get it. I understand that they went to recreate that, but this is CyberConnect 2 we're talking about. They can take a lot of liberties. They do take a lot of liberties, and them kind of just like, yeah, here's what they did at the Final Valley. It's like, all right, thanks.
Things will get ugly if you make me mad. So you see?
I'll give that one a B. I think if I remember correctly, it's a reference to when Sakura got Ino out of her mind. But just the fact that it comes up out the ground, there's like this like horror effect of like what's coming to grip the opponent, and you find out it's inner Sakura, and then she just crushes them. I'm not mad. I'm gonna give that one a B. Surprised myself giving that one a B.
Love kicks butt. So long.
F. For everything that I gave a compliment to for the last Ultimate, that one is an F. There's nothing. It's her and her inner self do a wind up punch that sends the opponent into the stratosphere. I mean, maybe like a foreshadowing of what was to come with her strength. Cool. I don't know. That's an F. There's not much there.
I won't lose.
For all the same reasons I gave the last Ultimate, F.
How's that? Ninja art. No Sakura dance. Just kidding.
I'm gonna give that one an A. Give me that one an A. I think it does a good job of like setting up what's happening. Obviously, again, it's a homage to I think the Naruto first movie. A lot of these Ultimates are like homages in like a really dope way. But I think it does a good job of setting up what's happening. It's easy to follow. The impact is there of like, okay, it's not that the opponent is helpless. It's the opponent. Sorry, it's not the opponent is just standing there. It's like, where could you have gone when that explosion goes off? So, Sakura, you went from fail in my class, you might just pass, maybe. So I'm gonna give you an A on that one.
Lightning blade. You're finished. Goodbye.
That is how you do a lightning stabbing technique. The camera shake, the sound effects, the cut to the lightning being cut in half, the lingering effect as the thunder hits as the person has just been impaled. I'm gonna give that one an A+. Kakashi, you can do no wrong in my eyes with that one.
Lightning blade. 2-hit thrust. Yeah. I can't stay like this.
Crazy because now that reminds me of what they ended up doing for him with Ultimate Ninja Storm. But this is admittedly a worse version of it. Like in theory, it's like, man, a double lightning blade, that should be dope. But it came across pretty basic. I'm gonna give that one a C. It's a good idea. I don't think we ever see it in the series ever. So I applaud them for the innovation. It's just the execution was kind of like, I guess.
Lightning blade!
Man,
You will never beat me.
A plus, A plus. Getting hit so hard, your existence splits in half for a split second. And then, of course, there's the lingering effect of looking back and seeing how much the terrain has been altered by the sheer force of the stab. Yeah, A plus. All right, Kakashi, you did it again.
Copy. Guy.
Can you do it? Kakashi! Dynamic entry! Not too bad.
Well.
I'll give it a B. It's funny. It plays on the rivalry in a way that's kind of cool. I think they ended up doing a much better job in future games with some of Kakashi and guys' techniques together. But this one is cool, so I'll give it a B.
Scatter!
Oh, and Boo Kakashi. Yeah, I'm gonna get that one. A C. A C. Yeah, it's has an amazing start. Him standing on the hill, the dogs jumping over. The atmosphere of it is amazing. I just don't think there was anything especially interesting that was done with the dogs. And then yeah, there's the homage to his like cut back when he was a wee Kakashi, a young Kakashi, but it's just kind of lacking impact. So I'm gonna give that one a C. Our boy Neji.
A trigram ball rotation! Did you think you'd won?
Oh, that's an F. that's an F. Again, some of these carryover ultimates, it's like, oh, you could have left these on the cutting room floor. That is an F. One rotation, F.
What's wrong? Bring it on!
A C. A C. Some good camera work, some good choreography, fairly decent ending. I'm gonna give it a C.
I see your chakra points. Here! This is the way it was supposed to be.
An A. An A. It's simple, yes, but conveys exactly what's happening. Hey, I can see you. I see your veins. I see your arteries. I see where your heart is. And I'm about to stop it. I'm going to give that one an A.
8 trigrams, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms, 8 trigrams, 64 palms.
Now, I guess to be fair, there's only so many ways you can do that kind of ultimate. And they didn't really do the most with it. I'm going to give that one a C. I'm going to give that one a C.
Game over. Last resort, 8 gates assault. I have no blind spots.
A plus. A plus. The impact, the setup, the fact that it freeze frames for half a second so you can see how bad they're getting pummeled. That is an A plus. You passed.
8 trigrams. Style 360. 1. There's a reason I can't lose.
I know I'm going to sound like a hypocrite. But I can't get that more than like a B. It's definitely an improvement on the other Ultimate, just in terms of setting and impact and things like that. It's just it's something. It's like it's good. Like on when you like look like a checkpoint of like yeah, it's a cinematic. Yeah, it's sets the scale and things like that. But it's not really saying much. I didn't feel anything with that one. But I can't, in all good consciousness, say it was terrible. So I'll give it a B.
Here I go! Try this! Primary bonus!
It's a C. Does what it needs to do. Has enough detail in it, but nothing spectacular.
I follow and abide by my own ninja way! Gate of clumsiness open! Hidden lotus!
C. I know it's a hard thing to imitate, but Rock Lee using the gates in the anime was a moment, and that was not a moment. So yeah, C.
Ha! The gate of vision open! Through hidden lotus! This is
A B. I think it has a really cool ending, like a very unique ending. Definitely it's a lot better than the last one. So I'll give the one a B. I'll give the one a B.
the end! Lotus Man Dance of Infinity! Eat this!
I'll give it an A. It's an A. That lingering shot again, the aura. It's cool. Nice setup. Nice start. I like the ricocheting and then the moving so fast that you're leaving an illusion of 3 people hitting him at once. I'll get the one an A.
Here I go!
Another ultimate.
Feel my passion!
I love the presentation. I just one mad dash to the sky. I mean, the ricochet on the way down looks cool, but I got to get that one a C. All flash, no substance. Drunkly.
Who are you?
Or loopily, I should say. C. It's pretty much what you did to Kimimaro. Nothing more, nothing less. And yeah, a C.
Here goes
Burn!
Itachi Lee.
Let us feel our youth!
A B. The comedy ultimates have been working for me so far. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you guys. It's working for me. I don't know.
Don't mind if I do. Sore!
All right, 10-10.
Sphere strike! Maybe I got a little overexcited.
F. Nothing was going on there. There's a build up. Again, one of these ultimates where there's a lot of build up, not too much payoff. F.
Blade of 1,000 strikes! Sore! You have more to learn.
So do you. F.
Here goes floating blade wall!
I'll give that one a D. There was definitely a lot more going on, so it kind of her ultimates. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comments. Her ultimates feel like the same feeling of we're leading, we're building, we're getting somewhere, and nothing. So that one just looks better than the other two.
I'll show you
Oh, that's all she had. Oh man, so I'm so sorry, Tenten. It was trash.
my speed and ferocious power. Leap, broad-minded and open-hearted.
A B. The drop kick to the head, so you can get kneed in the face or kicked back up in the face, and then just the pummel and the pose. My guy.
While I'm falling, if I cannot land 100 punches, 200 push-ups for me.
It's a concept that they end up expanding in Ultimate Ninja Storm, but it's still an A. It's still an A. It's like the goofy, like you don't want to take him serious, but he's like destroying you, so you have no choice. And it's an A.
When I let my ninja way guide me, the fifth gate of closing, open! Lotus!
I remember they used to always give Guy like the weird Hidden Lotus, where it's like he's being serious because the gates are open, but the technique of like, I'm gonna turn myself into a drill. My drill will pierce the ground. A C. I'm gonna give that one a C. It's a whole lot of nothing going on, in my opinion.
Speed is not my only advantage. I'm just getting started. Here I go with feeling. Primary Lotus.
I'm gonna give him a B plus, just for the fact that he literally puts his hands on his hips and flies up to drop you off the top rope.
What it takes to be a ninja is power. In other words, effort. And this is the crown of my effort. Ultimate Tai Jutsu Hidden Lotus.
Kind of felt similar to what Rock Lee did in his Ultimate, just Guy's version. Granted, it's the same technique. Touche. I think I'll give it the same thing. It's a B. It's better than some of the other ones, but nothing memorable.
Even you can understand. Sparkling sweat of youth. Take this, my burning spirit.
A plus. A plus. There's a seriousness in tone. There's a little bit of humor because he's literally kicking the air. But you know it's to set up for something big, and we get it. We get a big explosion. You know, just the fist to end everything. So A plus. A plus Ultimate.
Shadow Possession Jutsu!
Shikamaru. JoJo pose? Was that a JoJo reference? A plus just for the JoJo reference. Just the fact that he hits he hits the Joseph Joestar, hits the Tony Yayo. I'm gonna give Shikamaru's Ultimate an A plus.
Don't underestimate me. Secret leap technique. Shadow Strangle Jutsu. There. I might have gone a little overboard.
That one to me is a B. Again, it's very simple, very straightforward, but I think it conveys a sense of like dread for the opponent, of like they're trying to save themselves, but they can't. And there's just this thing creeping up for your throat, and you know if it hits your throat, it's over. So I'm gonna give that one a B.
Leave secret shadow impersonation jutsu. It's not my problem anymore. Easy as pie.
Kind of reminds me of Kakashi's double lightning blade. Of like, I like the concept of a shadow clone, but the dual strangulation constriction thing, that's a C. Good idea. Execution.
Let's see. Time for shogi checkmate. Checkmate! Shadow crushing palm jutsu!
A plus. A plus. The setup, the illumination, the lighting, the fact that he's able to manipulate his technique into something huge and unavoidable. A plus for sure. Choji.
Martial expansion jutsu!
You, sir, get a D. Yeah.
Extreme expansion jutsu! How do you like that?
Another D. I will almost give it an F, but the fact that he wiggles around on them saying, how do you like that at the end? Well, it was kind of funny.
Even if it kills me, I'm gonna take you down! Butterfly bomb!
A B. It's another Ultimate where it's like, yes, this is pretty much beat for beat what he did in the anime. Can't really knock it off of that. I'm not going to give it a lower score because they were able to replicate the anime pretty much one for one. It's just you kind of wanted more, or I wanted more, but I get it. It is what he did essentially. So I'm gonna give it on B.
Ninja art covered with
Eno.
flowers. Careful, it's poison.
Oh, that's an F.
From here on out, you're dealing with me.
Dad?
Mind destruction jutsu.
I'm not gonna lose to Sakura or anyone.
I'll give it a C for her dad having a cameo and showing advanced techniques. But what's up with this whole I punched them into the distance thing that her and Sakura got going on? It's kind of whatever.
Catch it! I've always been a fan of yours. That flower signifies betrayal.
That's A plus. A plus. The whole false sense of I've always been a fan, and it's just like A plus. Good comeback effort, you know.
Here goes nothing.
Asumaru.
Boy, oh boy.
That was a D. Another one where it's like it felt like it was going somewhere and then it never really got anywhere. It's like Kakashi staying of the ground getting torn up, but without any of the spectacle. That's a D.
Time to get serious.
That's all he had.
Man beast taijutsu
All right, Kiba.
secret technique. Bang over bang. You won't be waking up anytime soon.
A D. It's got a little spectacle to it, but it's pretty basic.
Time to put you out of your misery.
If the cinematography wasn't as dope as it was, that would have been an F. A head smack with a stomp, but just the angle of the dog leaping, the sun glint of like, yo, if he lands, it's it's over. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give that one a C.
Here we go, Shikamaru. Take that. Wolf bang over bang. How's that?
Gotta get that one an A. A plus. It's like you don't think you could do anything special with the fact that Kiba's ultimate technique is basically just a bigger version of what he already does. But the fact that they took the time to cut to Naruto getting the like drill as it burrows into him and it's only stopped by the fact that he bounces into a rock, that is an A plus ultimate for sure.
You'll never break through.
Shino.
Do it. Parasitic insect swarm. There's no escape.
It's a C. I like the look of terror in the opponent's face and realizing that they can't run. I always like these ultimates where it's like the setup is like, yo, you couldn't even escape if you wanted to. It's just the ending is kind of eh. So I'm gonna give it a C.
This is my power. Parasitic insects typhoon. An ace in the hole is something to keep for later.
F. F. Not much going on there.
I'll fight you with all I've got. Parasitic insect, hailstorm!
Sheesh. The insect meteor. I'll give it a B for spectacle. It's one of those things where it almost feels too much of like, I don't know. Naruto and Sasuke are nuking valleys. Shikamaru is making gigantic sign shadows, and Shino is summoning. Him and Sephiroth got a lot in common. Just summoning meteors on his opponent. It's cool, makes him look dope, but there's a lot going on.
I can do it.
Hinata.
I will not run ever again.
Oh, a 1 for 1 of Neji's. What did I give Neji? Like a C for that? I give it a C. It's the same exact choreography, just with a different character.
Rapid power palms. I did it.
No, you didn't. F. Not by much. I'm gonna give that one a C. It's cool. I think there's a lot going on, a lot of I guess choreography to some degree, but there wasn't really much of a finisher. So I'm gonna give that one a C.
Watch carefully, Hinata. Hidden jutsu of the Hyuga clan's main branch. Rotation! The Hyuga are the most powerful clan in the Leaf Village. Remember this.
Yes.
So it's just Neji's ultimate, but done by F.
You can never capture me. That was too easy.
That is an example of when you take take a simple concept and execute it well. I have no really critiques. I might give that one an A+. The fact that the illusion starts with the camera kind of getting wonky is from the opponent's perspective, gets wrapped up in the tree, so you can't go anywhere, and it's just one decisive blow, and you just see the leaves fall. And you know what that means. It says so much while doing so little. That's an A+ ultimate for sure. Gaara.
Sand coffin. Sand burial.
I'm gonna give that one a C. It's pretty basic. He kind of skates by the fact that sand burial is just really a dope technique. It's like the fact of being crushed under pounds and pounds of sand. It's hard to not have that be a good score, even though there's not much visually going on.
True sand burial. Scum.
C. Like the gigantic sand shadow clone. C.
Sand shuriken.
F. Wow. F.
Wind style infinite sandstorm devastation.
Slightly better. I'll give it a D. The build-up was cool. The ending could have done a little bit more, but there was enough going on initially.
Wind style. Air bullets.
Gotta give that one a B. It was almost an A. Almost an A. I think it's still kind of simple, but not with as much payoff. Like I can't remember what I gave the whole Gamabunta turning into the Ninetales now, but it just kind of felt in the same vein of that, of like we were getting somewhere. I can definitely feel the scale, to be fair, but just some on the ending was kind of like, whatever.
It's over. Sand tsunami.
Sheesh.
Not yet. Giant sand burial. Fool.
A++. The sand tsunami getting bigger and bigger, like the scene out of The Mummy before it swallows the opponent, and then just it's not over, and just now you're crushed, and then the pose. He hits the piccolo. A+. A+.
Double sand. Blade.
I'll give that one a B. I think in terms of scale, it looks really cool. The ending is kind of I mean, I know a lot of Gaara's attacks end in similar ways. I just feel like they did a better ultimate with the giant sand burrow. Kankuro.
Teach you a lesson. The terror of Crow. Man, are you weak?
I'm gonna give that one a C. I know it's simple. I know, but there's something about just the angling of the explosives, the fact that the puppet kind of does the whole like almost like losing one frame as it moves. I'll give that one a C.
Hurry up.
You're pathetic.
I will not be extending the same courtesy to that one. That one is a D.
I can't back down after being insulted. Take that! Puppet show! Secret black move! Iron Maiden! The end.
Another one where it's like it's a 1-for-1, essentially what he did in the anime. I'll give it a B, like I gave it the rest of like I'm not gonna knock them from being able to recreate the attack basically as it looked, but it didn't do anything special with it. So yeah, a B.
How about
Temari.
this? Cyclone side technique! Bye-bye.
I'm gonna get that one. I think I'm gonna get the one an A. It's a nice little setup. It seems simple in the beginning of like you get pummeled by boulders or just some giant rocks, and then right before you think the ultimate's over, she's telling you there's more on the way. You're out of here, and you get hit with even more rocks. Simple but effective. I'm gonna give that one an A. Like the impact at the end, I'll give that one a C.
Summoning Blade Dance! Slash! Go! Pretty good, huh?
Now, even though it is still a recreation of what she did in the anime, I almost want to give it an A, and I refuse to comment on why. I just think it's a slightly better recreation of her 1-for-1 technique than we got from some of the other characters. I'm gonna give the one an A.
Kenjutsu!
First Hokage.
Darkness Jutsu!
I remember this ultimate being super long.
Secret wood style jutsu! Deep forest emergence!
Still going. Man.
They don't call me Hokage for nothing.
No, they do not, good sir. That is an A++. That is probably one. It's been such a long time. I forgot that's probably one of the best ultimates in the game. Just it's hard sometimes to have something be that long and be hyped the entire time. But the fact that he beats you down, puts you in a tree, sends that tree up to the heavens. And then somewhere deep, deep, deep in the tree, there's your unconscious body. And he's just like, now it's on fire. Yeah.
Let's see if I can trust
Second
you with
Hokage.
the next generation. Water style, hot and water drill.
I'll give that one a B. I almost want to give it an A because I like the fact that he was able to just part the water before drilling you down deep down. It looked really cool visually. It just I think coming off of the first Hokage's ultimate, it takes it away a little bit of like, man, you gonna let your older brother show you up like that? Do a little more.
Swarming up.
Third Hokage.
Shadow Clone Jutsu. Nothing to it.
It's a C. I think it hits on the head of like this was a series about ninjas at one point. So him manipulating shurikens and making them bigger, or multiplying, I should say, and just simple, hand to hand combat. Not mad at it.
Transformation, Monkey King Enma. There's more to come.
Another C.
Adamantine Yoi Prison. It's over.
Another C. It's a lot of okay, nothing spectacular.
Take this! Sealing Jutsu, Reaper Death Seal! Be gone! It's deadly.
It's what he does in the anime, pretty much beat for beat, and I'm gonna give it a B, like the rest of them.
Yeah. Sealing jutsu. Triangle seal. This is how it's done.
I like the fact that they gave him something he's never done before in the anime. It's cool. It's one of those things where I'm like, oh, again, interesting idea. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the execution. Or Hokage. Or you had a voice actor. I remember seeing this Ultimate and being like, that's it. I think it's oh man, a C? I'll give it a C. It's another one like I'm gonna give it a C, but I can't explain why I want to give it a C. I feel like it should be lower, but I'm gonna give it a C.
Here goes.
With Hokage. Tsunade.
You were in my way.
It's a C. It's like one of those things like if you know the anime, you know what she was doing to his like body and nerves and things like that, but visually we're not really seeing anything other than like an acknowledgement of what she can do with her techniques.
You're gonna burn. Come on! I'm not finished yet.
I'm gonna give it a B. The setup, the facial expression, my goodness. And then just the fact that it counts how many meters you fly is like, yeah, I'm maintaining my record. There's a reason why people are afraid of me. I'm gonna give that one a B.
One finger's all I'll need. With you as an opponent, I can take things easy.
It's what she did in the anime. Still cool though, so a B.
Summoning jutsu! Katsuyu's great vision! I'm just saying hello.
F.
Reserve seal. Release! Ninja art, mitotic regeneration! I won't die in battle.
Cool in terms of scaling, but it's really just one giant kick. So I'll give it like a C.
Summoning jutsu. I'll take it. Sure.
Now you see, that's a toe blade cut. That is a toe blade cut. Still not that much better. I'm still probably give it a C, but at least there's a lot more going on, scale wise, visual wise, everything wise.
Well, let's move on.
Right,
Kabuto, the oil. All right, don't play bombs. Was that too much?
It's what he did in the anime, right? B.
Ninja art, toe mouth trap. Face it, you're toast. Taste this. So weak.
I'm gonna give that one a C. It's cool.
No one has ever escaped from here. This is a ninjutsu left by the fourth Hokage. Rasengan. Really? Is that all you can handle?
I'll give that one an A. I like the fact that he uses the toe to kind of make sure, again, I'm a sucker for if they can't go nowhere, yeah. So I'm gonna give that one an A.
Here I go. Hellfire. Rasengan. Burn in the flames.
And A plus. A fire Rasengan? Yeah, A plus. Anko.
I'll let you get away! Twin snake sacrifice jutsu!
I'm gonna sound crazy, but because we haven't seen her since the series, and because they actually showed what happens after using that technique, I'm gonna give her an A. I'm sorry, I'm gonna give her an A.
I won't let you get away!
Oh, I forgot she had a variation on
Right
it.
here.
Slight variation on it.
Twin snake sacrifice jutsu! Orochimaru.
Still an A. I know it's like, oh, it's a curse seal, but okay, it's a curse seal. A.
I'm counting on you, Tauntaun!
Shizune. I'll give that one a B. It starts off very wonky and comedic with Tauntaun, but just something about the way she comes around the corner with the blades, kind of like skating off the ground. Like it. It's very the choreography and cinematography there is A1. So that's like a A1, but I'm giving it a B. Hanabi.
How was that, Father?
You still slack off toward the end.
Yes.
So he can't even hide his favoritism. Like, not only I'm going to teach you a lesson, I'm going to give you the better ultimate than your older sister. That is a solid B.
The Konohamaru Ninja Squad has arrived!
I'm gonna give that one a D. It's supposed to be comedic, obviously, but the comedy just doesn't work. It's just like it. I remember seeing Konohamaru come up on the character selection screen. Like one, especially in high school, like why is he here? And then seeing the ultimate, like yo, no, but for real, why is he here?
The Tsukuyomi is
Itachi.
mine to command. I'll keep cutting you like this for the next 72 hours.
Cinematically wise, the setup is fine. Somehow it ends up being not even a 1-for-1. It's a little bit worse than what the anime portrayed. I got to give that one a C. I'm sorry.
Nobody can resist this Tsukuyomi. Now you will wander in a bottomless pit of pain. No one can defeat me.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but that's another C. It's fireball illusion. Not the worst, but whatever.
I will use this if I have to.
Amaterasu. See?
For you, there is no future. You're weak.
A plus? My goodness, just seeing the eyes open. Things getting blasted away by black fire. Yeah, I'm gonna give that one an A plus.
You've underestimated my ability. The only one who can beat me is one who shares my same blood.
Love the bubbling techniques. Love the fact that he plays heavily into the illusion, right? We don't know if this really happened to the opponent or not, but it's like a B. It's scaling wise, it's awesome. Build up is awesome. Final thing is kind of like, okay.
Ninja art hidden is
Kasami.
jutsu. Where shall I attack from? It's over.
D.
Ninja art, water clone jutsu. Is that the best you can do?
I'm gonna give him a C simply off the strength that he hits him so hard it leaves a sinkhole in the water.
My massive blade shark skin. It doesn't slice, it cuts you to ribbons.
Oh, that's nice. F.
My massive shark skin grinds up and devours chakra. You're not worth cutting.
Can't trick me with that wind up. F.
Water style, water shark bomb jutsu. You're as weak as a guppy.
That was like an ultimate where like you know what's going on, but you don't know what's going on. Like I obviously I see the shark chakra, he gets pulled under and then the bite, but yeah, it was C.
Water style, clinging grand whirlpool.
Now when you want to talk about build up to payoff, that's a good one. That's a good contender. It's still just a little too simple for what was going on, although I enjoyed the scale very much. I'm gonna give that one a B plus.
Now, let's begin. It's useless.
It's a C, just for the fact that it looks way better than the anime.
I'll eat you.
Wanda.
This tastes terrible.
I'll give it a B. Yeah, I'll give it a B. I think just the way they did the snake animation was cool. I don't like when Manda is like he doesn't have any limbs, so it's like either he's gonna swallow you or throw you, and he does both. So it's a B.
Forbidden jutsu, seal destruction. Pass on.
I give it a B. It has like a otherworldly horror feeling to it, just like you're being dragged into the abyss, taken to the shadow realm, which is interesting. But yeah, a B. A B. Kabuto.
Jutsu. Chakra dissection blade.
Being the best is not always best.
C. Robo.
Terra shield. Moron.
It's a C. It's fine. This choreography is definitely I get C.
Don't push your luck. Now that it's come to this, it's time to finish you off.
Kind of in the same vein as Tsunade is, where it's like the scale is there, but when you see what you're looking at, it's like it's not much going on visually in the grand scheme of things. I'm gonna get that one another C.
Summoning jutsu. Scatter.
Shikamaru.
Gotcha. I did it.
I'll give it a B. I like the way they use his summoning. I like it.
I want to thank you for entertaining me. No more, Mr. Nice Guy. Spider Bow. Fierce Rip.
I know it's what he did in the anime. It's such a simple, like, I mean, it just feels one of those like, well, what else could he have done? I'm like, I know. It's just the fact that he legit just pulls a bow and arrow that hits home. It's a C. It's a C.
Here I go.
Tayuya.
You are too slow. Stinking rat. Don't monkey around with me.
Kick and a punch. Scale's there, but it's a kick and a punch. That's a D.
I'm just getting warmed up. Stinking rat. Demon flute. Trio requiem.
Oh, that's an F. That's a big F. Wow.
My ace.
Sock on the Yukon.
Summoning Rasengan Abyss.
B. And again, anything when you're falling into the dark, you get points just for that.
Let's finish him off, Sakon. Right. You're too impatient, brother. Here we go. You're finished.
F.
Gallium.
All that slow buildup went for what? F.
Spurium dance.
Kimimaro.
Hideous.
I'll give it a B. I like the fact that he hits you with so much impact, you go flying, and then shows up behind you to hit you with even more impaling bones. I'll give it a B.
This is my Keke Genkai. Clematis dance. Flower.
It's what he did in the anime. But it's just a simple thrust. D.
Ninja.
Zabuza.
Jutsu. Now, where are your vital spots? It's over.
I know him and Kisame have very, very similar ultimates, but I like Zabuza's better. So I'm gonna give it a C+.
Water clone jutsu! There!
Like, just look at the man's poses. The poses. He's getting bonus points off of the aura alone. I'm gonna give that one a B.
Not that easy. Water style, water dragon jutsu!
Oh, no. F.
Water style, giant vortex jutsu!
I'll give that one a C, although I miss that jutsu so much. I feel like ever since these games, CyberConnect 2 forgot that Zabuza has that as his own technique. He never uses it in the Storm series, but whatever.
Please don't blame me. 1,000 needles of death.
Now, while that is a 1-for-1 of what he does in the anime, it's so cool that I gotta give it an A. Just that he has your wrist doing the one-hand signs and just the puddle of water. It's an A. It's an A.
I had no other choice. I will show you real speed. Crystal ice mirrors! There! I will never be captured.
Again, did it in the anime. Kind of lacks a little bit of a grand finish, so I'll give it a B. Still a lot of cool visual things going on.
Shadow possession jutsu!
He knew. Was that a JoJo reference? But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts on the grade. What characters do you think should have passed? What characters do you think I should have actually failed? I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Till next time, peace.